Alt season is heating up, and one bold projection is calling for a $9 trillion altcoin market cap. If KASPA captures even 1% of that pie, we're looking at a potential 45x from current levels. Yeah, you heard that right. 45 times. That's the kind of upside that makes you double-check your bags. What's up, crypto family? Welcome back to Goldrush Crypto Daily, the channel where we break down the latest in crypto markets, news, and analysis in a way that's simple, engaging, and always bullish. In today's episode, we're diving into some huge developments around KASPA. A Layer 2 smart contract platform called KASPLEX is launching this month with DeFi apps already lined up. Exchanges are secretly stacking hundreds of millions in KASPA before big listings. And of course, we'll talk about alt-season math, long-term fundamentals, decentralization, and why Q4 could be absolutely massive for $KS. But before we hit the headlines, let's quickly check in on the broader market, because context is everything. And hey, if you find this breakdown valuable, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a daily update. Let's get into it. All right, crypto family, let's set the stage. Bitcoin is trading at $112,611.32, consolidating after that monster rally which peaked at $124,290.93. Support looks solid in the $110,530, $112,000 range. Now here's the key. Bitcoin dominance is 57.66%, down slightly on the day. That's still institutional strength, but if dominance slides toward 55%, that's the spark we need for a true altcoin rotation. And the altcoin season index is already at 55 out of 100, flashing early signs that alt season is warming up. Ethereum is trading at $4,364.50, up about 1.5% in the last 24 hours. ETH is holding firm above $4,000 after breaking through $3,745 earlier. Support is now $4,000, $4,210, with resistance at $4,418, $4,957. ETH dominance sits at 13.1%, slipping just a touch. That shows capital is starting to rotate into other alts. The total crypto market cap stands at $3.87 trillion, up just over 1% on the day. That's a huge leap from the $2.80, $3 trillion range we saw earlier this year. Daily trading volume is $110.77 billion, with DeFi at $15.01 billion, 13.55%, and stablecoins at $107.19 billion, 96.77%. Solana, SOL, trading at $215.99, up over 5% in the last 24 hours. Cardano, ADA, trading at $0.8662, up 3.6%. XRP, trading at $2.98, up nearly 3%. Dogecoin, Doge, trading at $0.2381, up over 6%. The market is healthy. Bitcoin is consolidating at high levels, ETH is steady but losing narrative ground, and alts like Solana and XRP are showing breakout potential. Bitcoin's dominance at 57.66% is capping altcoin momentum for now, but if it slides toward 55%, that's when we can expect a full-on alt season. And the altcoin season index moving past 75 will confirm it. Speaking of alt season, a viral post from KASPA Prayer declared, "Alt season is here." The total crypto market cap, excluding BTC and ETH, is expected to peak at $9 trillion. If KASPA captures just 1% of that, it would be worth around $90 billion, a 45x from current levels. This isn't just hopium. Historically, alt seasons have multiplied capital like crazy. In 2017, ETH went from $8 to over $1,000. In 2021, coins like SOL and ADA saw 100x plus runs. KASPA is entering this cycle with momentum, a strong community, and real tech advantages. Right now, KASPA's market cap is just a fraction of that projection, under $2 billion. A 45x would put it at $90 billion, making it one of the top Layer 1s by market cap. Could it really happen? Well, ask yourself. If chains like SOL and ADA could hit those valuations with less scalable tech, why not KASPA? Even if KASPA only captures 0.5% of the altcoin market, that's still a $45 billion valuation, a 20x from here. These numbers matter because they shift perception. Retail investors don't just chase charts, they chase potential. I don't throw the word life-changing lightly, but this alt-season math is why I'm personally bullish on KASPA. It's not about blind hype. It's about positioning yourself in a project that's fundamentally strong, undervalued, and about to get exposure. And exposure brings us to our next big story, KASPLEX. According to CoinCo041, KASPLEX, a layer 2 on KASPA, is launching this month. A bunch of DeFi apps are already on testnet, just waiting for mainnet. DeFi mania is about to begin on $KAS along with smart contracts. This is massive. One of the criticisms of KASPA so far has been the lack of smart contract functionality. With KASPLEX, that gap is closing, and fast. Layer 2s are not just scaling solutions anymore, they're ecosystems. Think about Arbitrum and Optimism on Ethereum. Billions in total value locked, DeFi, NFTs, DAOs. KASPLEX could do the same for KASPA. The fact that apps are already lined up on testnet means developers are hungry. They see KASPA's underlying DAG tech as fertile ground for real innovation. Once KASPLEX hits mainnet, liquidity will start flowing and yield farmers will come running. This could be the turning point for KASPA. Right now, KASPA is seen as a faster Bitcoin narrative, great for payments and decentralization. But with KASPLEX, KASPA becomes a full-blown ecosystem. That's when valuations can explode. And speaking of liquidity flowing, let's talk about exchanges. Crypto influencer at Nally Crypto highlighted, KASPA isn't even listed on major exchanges yet, and still exchange wallets are stacking hundreds of millions of $KS. Exchanges don't accumulate for fun. Liquidity comes before listings. This is the kind of behind-the-scenes move that retail often misses. Exchanges accumulate before they list because they need liquidity for customer demand. We've seen this play out time and time again. Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, they all quietly prepare wallets before adding coins. The fact that KASPA wallets are swelling means we're on the verge of Tier 1 exchange listings. And once that happens, demand explodes because retail finally gets easy access. Let's not forget, KASPA is still mostly trading on smaller exchanges. Imagine what happens when the floodgates of Binance or Coinbase open. This is the classic smart money moves first scenario. Whales accumulate while retail sleeps. By the time the news hits, prices are already multiples higher. If you're watching this channel, you're ahead of the curve. Now, why are exchanges so keen? Because KASPA actually stands for something deeper than price. According to Goldrush Crypto, I thought crypto was meant for freedom, decentralization, and innovation, to replace the banks. Yet centralized chains are thriving, while many still don't understand why $KS exists in the first place. When the truth clicks, it's game over. This cuts to the heart of crypto's ethos. Many chains today are VC-heavy, centralized, and basically recreate the same financial structures crypto was supposed to disrupt. KASPA's core strength is decentralization. No Premi, no VCs, no central foundation controlling it. It's pure proof-of-work innovation with a DAG structure that solves scalability. That matters to purists. And in the long run, it matters to institutions who want security. When the broader market realizes KASPA is one of the few chains sticking to crypto's original vision, adoption won't just be about profit, it'll be about principles. Narratives drive markets. Right now, the narrative is speed, DeFi, memes. But when decentralization comes back into focus, KASPA is perfectly positioned as the honest alternative. That's long-term bullish. And speaking of long-term, the @KasparArmy account reminded us, no matter how much KASPA you sell, there will always be someone to buy it. KASPA is not a pump-and-dump coin. It was created for the long term to improve the crypto world that is no longer pure. Sentiment. The KASPA community is growing fast, and unlike meme coins, this is not a quick flip. KASPA's emission schedule is fair, predictable, and designed for long-term sustainability. This is a coin built with decades in mind, not weeks. That's why institutions are starting to take notice. It's not just hype, it's infrastructure grade. We've all seen coins pump and dump. KASPA isn't one of them. This project is built on fundamentals, community, and tech. That's why I believe KASPA isn't just going to survive this cycle. It's going to dominate the next. And in the short term, the charts are lining up beautifully. Finally, at Saint 1V pointed out, higher lows, that's the $KS I know. Hope your bags are packed. Q4 will be biblical. Price structure doesn't lie. KASPA has been forming higher lows consistently. That's textbook bullish structure. It shows accumulation, not distribution. Combine that with exchange wallets stacking, alt-season math, and the KASPLEX launch, and you have a perfect storm. Q4 historically is a strong quarter for crypto. Think about 2017 and 2021. Momentum builds in the second half of the year, and if KASPA keeps this trajectory, we could be looking at breakout moves that shock the market. I'm with Saint on this one. Q4 could be biblical. The groundwork is already laid. The question is, are you positioned? All right, crypto family, let's recap today's big takeaways. The altcoin market could hit $9 trillion this cycle, and even a 1% share for KASPA means a potential 45x. KASPLEX Layer 2 is launching with DeFi apps ready to roll, bringing smart contracts to KASPA. Exchanges are already stacking KAS, a clear signal that listings are coming. KASPA's decentralization makes it stand out against centralized chains. This is not a pump-and-dump coin. It's a long-term project with real fundamentals. And finally, the charts are screaming bullish, with higher lows setting us up for a massive Q4. I'm bullish. The fundamentals are aligning, the narratives are building, and the timing looks perfect. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe KASPA can 45x this cycle? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's update. We've got more big stories brewing, and you won't want to miss them. As always, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, stay safe, and I'll catch you tomorrow on Goldrush Crypto Daily.